Took this, so I'm looking at a higher low into a higher low into a lower high. The lower high did not reach resistance, so resistance would be my stop loss. I have compounded shorts in this area over here. This is the major order block, and I am looking for a short all the way down to lower weekly expected move because of the lower high. Simply waiting for London to close, and all I have to do is just wait at this point. It's what I can see. It's been consolidating a lot from opening price. The real trade was the short here. So we had point of control swept in at pre-market. I would say New York pre-market, and then it created a lower high, and then it never really went above the lower high. We had a sweep and retest of the pocket of short liquidity that was right there, right off the 8:30 opening, and then it just flipped lows. I was long originally at the lower daily and I got stopped out. I did not want to chase the short, so I did not enter short at the time. I really expected the lower weekly move to be the bottom, but I guess it had different idea. PDL kind of stopped it, so that was another good long opportunity for a 50% retracement of the range. As far as I'm concerned, that 50% is a lower high, and it should, in theory, go for that lower weekly expected move. It might just take some time, but yeah, as far as I'm concerned. I would be wrong if the price action closed above 20 trauma. Lots of bearish liquidity has been pushing the price down, so there's all of these are short orders, and there's more short coming in. There's more short than longs coming in, so it's a battle. It's very neutral on the tick. So as far as right now, we gotta either break above and then go for the extreme higher tick, or it'll continue down and retest lower. If we do get a lower weekly expected move, I can expect the tick to be in the negative 1,000. As far as right now, it's just a waiting game. That's all it is. Making some money back from the long that I took, and hopefully breaking even today. It's just not much happened. Not much happening either. I mean, really, the whole move happened within 30 minutes of 30 to 45 minutes from opening bell. So after that, it's just consolidation. I'm pretty sure 10:30 is going to be where the price is going to break. I try to analyze in the group on the private Discord. Try to send why I take something, send as much information as I can so that people understand why I took the trade, as well as the trade. Makes it easier to understand because obviously you want to know why I took this. You want to know why I'm in this potential trade, and it creates a better understanding overall. Especially when everybody's using the same system, but they have added a few things to that system. Obviously, they have added to uh, their own indicators that they believe help them build their portfolio. Beside that, it's more of a it's more of a independent self applied plan and method. Because ultimately, day trading is your own business, right? Like day trading is what you want it to be. You want to be a scalper. You want to be a intraday trader. You want to be a swing trader. You want to be a long-term investment trader. It is what you want it to be. And people following your trades is also very detrimental to the growth of your skill. Because if that person goes away, what are you going to do? Are you going to have the skill set mirroring what that person would do over time? You're not really learning. You're just a mirror. You're copy and pasting something. You don't learn by copy and pasting. You learn by taking chances and taking opportunities yourself. If everybody is long and your system tells you short, follow your system. That's how you win. That's how you take yourself apart from the group and take all the responsibilities in your hand. And that will make you feel 10 times better and much more uh, much greater inside because you actually followed your rule. The same way if you take a loss, if you follow all of your rules and the trade tells you it's short and you take the short and you still lose, it does not matter. It doesn't matter because you followed your rules. It's still a winning trade. You followed the plan. The plan just didn't pan out. No system is 100% ever. It's how much risk you put up on the table that will allow you to have more chips the next day to be able to play. And that is the most important part of trading, is to have chips to be able to play tomorrow, to play the next trade. So far, we got a descending volume, descending price, first breaker structure of the day. Bearish breaker structure, that is. See, trading is just a waiting game. At the end of the day, like what else are you gonna do? You follow a plan. See, I'm up 0.1%, few points at 30 unit size on ES. It's pretty significant when you think about it. But at the same time, why would I exit? Why would I take the trade? Why would I take the trade if I'm not gonna let the trade cook, do its thing? A lot of people tell me, "Oh, I close early. As soon as I'm in profit, I have the urge to close early." Okay, well, first of all, if you do have the urge to close early because you're in profit, that means your size is too big. That means the size of your trade is so high that you are eager. That amount of profit, that amount being in profit makes you uncomfortable. Then you need to reduce the size. And if you're playing with one MNQ or one MES, then I mean, you're gonna have to learn that your profit is the byproduct of the system. It is not your choice. It is not your decision that 0.09 is enough. Is the trade giving you 0.23 or 0.25, then 0.09 is definitely not enough. Wouldn't like it wouldn't, right? It makes sense. So now, why would you not let it go to zero point 0.2, at least zero point 0.2 or 0.19 to make sure that at least you're closer to your take profit, you're closer to the percentage that you valued the trade at first. It's the same. I could go break even right now, but why would I do that? I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that. It's not the point. It's either a win or a loss. And my risk is still managed because I'm only down zero point 0.6 on the day, which is less than 10 grand on an account that has seven figure. Doesn't matter to me. I can risk up to 6%. I can lose up to 6% in a single day if I want to. Now, of course, it sucks. You'd lose, but who cares? You still have chips to think about the next trade. You're gonna lose if you flip a coin 100 times. There's gonna be 10 times in a row you're gonna lose, and there's gonna be 10 times in a row you're gonna win. It's the You have to play the odds by playing defensive and having your risk managed so that if you are to lose multiple times in a row, you're not blown up. Got a lot of buyers. If this is a higher low, I would be wrong. It has to break the IOB that's right there at 75.87. If that turns bullish, volume will be going above the 20 volume daily moving average, and that will tell me that it is likely that my short is likely wrong. As far as right now, still the exact same outcome. SPY looks like it did form a lower. Well, that's a lower low off the previous swing low, but it is a higher low off the lower lows of the opening price, 850. So this could actually continue up. It all depends on buyers, but yeah, it could actually continue up. And trading should be boring, right? Like trading should absolutely be the most boring thing you'll ever do in your life because it's not about making money. It's not about creating a system. It's about following the same plan. Like if you follow the exact same plan over and over and over again, wouldn't you expect that to be the most boring thing in the world? I mean, do the same task every day for the for a very long period of time. It should be boring. So it's a waiting game right now. That's all it is. That'll also be my last trade of the day because if I lose, then I'm cutting the loss to almost it'll be -2%, I think. Let me see. Yeah, it'll roughly be -2% on the day. So at this point, I win, I break even, maybe a little more, and then if I lose, then I lose 2%. It is a what is this? Yeah, that came into almost a 20 VDMA on volume on the previous candle high, but it did not break above, so that could also be showing that sellers will try and push it back. And the tick reading is also coming down. This might actually be good. I mean, London's closing. They're shutting down, so for the day, all that liquidity will be gone. Got a bearish engulfing here. Yeah, they're all exiting. Could be bearish engulfing there. If it's bearish engulfing, we're gonna go to target. It's question time. Yeah, close at the lows. Not a bearish engulfing, but it did close at the low. Little selling pressure. Closing at the lows really is giving sellers a boost. Yep, there it is. Very good. Should continue lower here. Nearly break even. That TP will be a break even, maybe a little higher than break even. Though I mean, I'm getting from -1% to -0.2, so I'll take that all day long. Like, to me, it doesn't matter if I win or lose. At the end of the day, the next trade was a successful trade. Beside that, usually I have Bloomberg on just to watch the news, watch something. It's nice to be entertained in a way that is market related, not like someone's trading, but definitely entertained from the market news perspective. Like, either you look at uh, a heat map, or uh, order flow, volume profile, something that keeps moving, that gives you an idea of what you're trading, or a news channel like Bloomberg, where they're very quick on certain news. Like, for example, at one point Tesla had a retest, and it was a very nice opportunity that we took as a long. And Bloomberg sent a message like a few hours after market open, saying that they were having a recall in Japan on some vehicles, and it ended up being a lot of vehicles. And then we just closed our trade, right? Because obviously it's a recall, it's a bearish form of news, and so we closed the trade. And then a hour later, the stock went down. It gave away everything it gained in the morning, and then it basically went down. So that saved the trade. It's good to be able to have access to a lot of current news so that you're ahead of these kinds of things, and you know what to do, and you have to know what to do. You can't just be like, oh, it may not. No, it's not may or may not. It's close the trade. It's not the decision of where the stock is going is not up to you. You're responsible for your position. Is it in profit? Yes. Is there a chance that it reverse? Yes. Close the trade. Not it may or may not. It's just take action, because taking action right now saves your ass in the future, in the long run. And now you trust your decisions. So even if you close too early, you don't have a crystal ball to know that the stock is going to continue another $2. You don't know. Like, how do you know? You can't see the futures. You can't predict what's going to happen. So why would you even consider not closing the position in profit for you to may lose your gains, like, and then that would be more detrimental to your mind to take a loss at that point instead of not instead of taking the decision to closing the trade and just deal with the consequences. Like there's a method of losing right, losing properly. If you lose wrongly, you're blowing up your account, and if you lose properly because you're losing on the risk that you decide to risk for this trade, it's much better on your mind as well than losing more because you thought you were right. I'd rather be wrong on a trade and closing it before I'm absolutely wrong. It's more rewarding than being right on the trade and then trailing my stop loss and then thinking that the pullback is not going to be a significant pullback, and then it just retrace all the way to your stop loss, which is before break even. And now if you would have left the stop loss at break even, you would still be in the trade just because the pullback is significant and you don't know where that pullback is going to go. You know what I mean? Like it just, you have to keep that in mind and just apply the right decision. Otherwise, you will be cooked. Damn, for 1 second over there, I was actually break even. I saw my unrealized was like zero at that low. So that means that once I close that previous day low, I will be in profit. But yeah, so far, I mean, it's fetching lower, right? So there's selling pressure. It's just it's stop hunting. It's not a sweep or a draw either, but the higher low is very valid. It's just forming that. It's just trying to form a support somewhere down there, and it should, in theory, follow the downside over here. Yep, keeps pushing lower. At some point, it'll go reach it. It's just trickling, but hey, you know what? I'd rather that than like that kind of meltdown. Just you can't enter that. You can't. You just can't. You cannot. Like if it melts down through, you enter here. The drawdown is going to be like, okay, well, you might be wrong, and then it just okay, cool, it goes again. But you're not just going to market order over here for no reason, right at a support. You don't know if the support's going to support the price, like it did here. It did just that for a higher high. You can't just assume that it'll go there. It's almost there. Keeps trying. Let's go clock me out. Just take it at PDL and just call it. Because it is 30 units, it's a pretty significant size. And yeah. And we are out. Let's go. I am in profit on the day after taking the main loss in the morning at the long that I try to take over here. This is easy. You had pockets of bearish liquidity. Obviously, the pullback really gave it a little swing up, but then it failed to create a higher high. It stopped at the 50%. I like the 50% retest. Usually when there's uh, a meltdown like this, there's always a 50% retest from people taking profits and whatnot. So it usually comes back up that 50%, which it did, and failed. The 50% was not closing above the 20 trauma, which the 20 trauma is my bull bear. If it closes above, usually it's bullish. Close below, it's usually bearish, and it failed. Didn't even retest it, so obviously there was going to be a downside. I was not going to enter here. I'd prefer to enter at the main order block, which is where all the orders were, and that was it tried to form a support for a while. But yeah, that's today's trade. I am up 0.10% for 1,659. Down from, I think it was 1.1, negative 1.1%, which is roughly 20,000. So it's a pretty good win. I'll take that all day long. I'm gonna try and make these trading videos every day and try to send them over to the channel so that you guys can still get the insights. And they may be long because I'm not gonna edit them. I'm just gonna throw the thing as is. Um, if I do anything, is I'm gonna pause it because I'm also live on Discord on the in the channel, so that there's gonna be I don't want to mix conversations and stuff like that for private purposes. But ultimately, if there is candles appearing on the chart, it's because I paused the recording. In the meantime, I'm using OBS, and I'm just recording the screen and talking over it to give insights. And sometimes idea just pops up in your mind and you want to talk about it. So yeah, just stay tuned, guys.